Good morning. I am Dr. Shanmugrao, lecturer in commerce, Government College Autonomous Rajahmundry. Module 1, lesson 1.6, problems on forfeiture of shares and reissue of forfeiture of shares, forfeited shares. Okay, first we can be seeing the problem, next we can be solve the problem on the board. Okay, first problem. A company offered for subscription 50,000 equity shares of 10 rupees each. The payables per share are as follows. Okay, on application 3 rupees, on allotment 4 rupees, on first call 3 rupees. All the shares are subscribed fully, all the money called up was duly received with exception of 3 rupees per share on 900 shares. 3 rupees means first and final call amount. The company after due notice forfeit the shares according to the articles of association. Given journal entries in the records of these transactions. This is the first problem we can be doing here. Okay, that means forfeiture of shares only. And we also be solve the another problem, forfeit the shares and reissue of the share, reissue of the forfeited share. Okay, the problem is X Company Limited has registered with 50,000 equity shares of 10 rupees each, out of which 20,000 shares are issued to the public with a premium of 1 rupee. The payables are as follows. On application 2 rupees, on allotment 3 rupees including premium. And 1 rupee is the premium, 2 rupees is the capital, total 3 rupees. On first call 3 rupees, on final call 3 rupees. All the shares are subscribed fully and all the money called up was duly received with except the shareholder who hold the 500 shares paid only application money. Another shareholder who hold the 300 shares has failed to pay the final call money. The company after due notice forfeited these shares. The forfeited shares are reissued at 9 rupees per share as a fully paid up share, given the necessary journal entries in the books of account. These two problems we can be solved on the board. Comes to the board. First problem we can be solved here. So, in this problem 50,000 shares are issued at the rate of 10 rupees. Collecting the money on application 3 rupees, allotment 4 rupees and first and final call 3 rupees. Totally 10 rupees they are collected. So, the application money, total application money 50,000 into 3 rupees 1,50,000, allotment money 50,000 into 4 rupees 2 lakhs fully collected. And first and final call amount to 3 rupees 1,50,000 to be collected, out of which calls in arrears 900 shares కలిగి ఉన్న ఒక వ్యక్తి is not pay the whatever the amount of first and final call amount of 3 rupees. So, totally 2,700 rupees is not paid. So, actual amount collected is 1,47,300 rupees only. This is the whatever the things we can be shown here. So, first we can be write the whatever the journal entries up to whatever the final call, first and final call. Then how to we can be write the forfeiture of shares we can be discussed. Okay, comes to the journal entry. Pro forma journal entries in the books of a company. First, application money is received. When we can be application money received? Bank account debtor. How much? 1,50,000, 1,50,000 to, this is equity share, they are mentioned specifically. So we can be write as a equity share. Preference shares, if they can be specified, we can be called as a preference share. If they cannot be specified as equity or preference, ఈక్విటీ కానీ ప్రిఫరెన్స్ అని కానీ చెప్పకుండా ఉంటే షేర్ అని అనేస్తాం. అన్లెస్ అదర్వైజ్ ఇఫ్ దే ఆర్ స్పెసిఫైడ్ వీ మస్ట్ బి వాట్ ఎవర్ ద మెన్షన్డ్ లైక్ దట్. సో ఈక్విటీ షేర్ అప్లికేషన్ అకౌంట్, ఈక్విటీ షేర్ అప్లికేషన్ అకౌంట్, హౌ మచ్ 1,50,000. okay, narration is being application money received. okay, and the application money we can be transferred to share capital account. Equity share application account debtor 1,50,000 to equity share capital account, share capital account. okay, 1,50,000 share capital amount transferred to share application money transferred to share capital account. okay, completed. Next comes to the allotment. First we can be called the allotment, equity share allotment account, allotment account debtor. How much allotment amount? 2 lakh rupees. 2 lakh rupees to equity share capital account, equity share capital account 2 lakh rupees. okay, when the amount is collected, bank account debtor to equity share allotment account, allotment account 2 lakhs, 2 lakhs. okay, allotment is under installment is completed. Comes to the first and final call amount. Actual first and final call amount to be collected 1,50,000. so fifth entry, equity share first and final, first and final call account debtor to equity share capital account, equity share capital account. How much? 2 lakh rupees, 1,50,000 rupees, 1,50,000 rupees, 1,50,000 rupees. But out of 1,50,000 rupees, 2,700 is the calls in arrears, it is not collected. How much we can be collected? 1,47,300 only. so sixth entry, bank account debtor 1,47,300, calls in arrears account, calls in arrears account debtor 2,700 to equity share first and final call account 1,50,000. okay, these shares, the calls in arrears wherever it can be arises, those shares are forfeited after given proper notice. The directors are given the proper notice, then only they can be forfeited the shares. How many shares? 900 shares. So we can be simply debited to the capital. So capital, how much? 900 shares, per share value is 10 rupees, that equals to 9,000 rupees. Out of 9,000 rupees, calls in arrears are 2,700. So remaining balance 6,300 is transferred to share forfeited account. Share forfeited account. Okay. So far we can be collected 6,300 rupees regarding to the 900 shares. On application is 3 rupees, on allotment is 4 rupees, 7 rupees we are collected. 9 7 jar, 900 into 7, 63. So this is the whatever the share forfeited amount. So we can be write the additional entry here, that is we can be debited to the share capital account. Debited to the share capital account. Share capital account debtor 9,000 to calls in arrears account. Calls in arrears account, how much? 2,700. And remaining balance is 6,300 transferred to share forfeited account. Share forfeited account 6,300. So we can be write the narration as being 900 shares are forfeited. Simply it is enough. This is the first problem we can be solved. Okay. So next we can be discussing about the second problem. Okay. We can be discussing about the second problem. So X Limited is registered with 50,000 shares at the rate of 10 rupees each, out of which 20,000 shares are issued to whatever the public with a premium of 1 rupee. With a premium of 1 rupee. And totally 11 rupees are collected. The amount are collected as follows: on application 2 rupees, on allotment 3 rupees, out of 3 rupees 1 rupee is the premium. On first call 3 rupees, on final call again 3 rupees. So just we can be collected on application 2 rupees are collected on 20,000 shares, total amount is 40,000. On allotment 3 rupees are collected, out of 3 rupees 2 rupees is the capital, 1 rupee is the premium. So 2 rupees into 20,000 is the 40,000 transferred to capital account, 1 rupee into 20,000 transferred to premium account. Totally how much? 60,000. Out of 60,000, one shareholder who hold the whatever the 500 shares, who allotted the 500 shares, he paid only application money. That means he is not paid the first call money, allotment money, second call money. So he is not paid the allotment money. Calls in his arrears are arises. Calls in arrears 500 shares into 3 rupees. How much? 1,500. 1,500. So out of 60,000, 1,500 is the calls in arrears, and that means we collect 58,500 rupees only allotment. On first call 3 rupees on 20,000 shares, 60,000 rupees we can be received. The same person not paid the first call amount also. So 500 shares into 3 rupees, 1500 is the area. So 58,500 is the amount we can be collected. On final call, again 3 rupees are to be receivable, totally 60,000, out of which 500 whatever the shares hold by the one person not paid from the application onwards, allotment onwards, only application money is paid. In the final call, another shareholder is added to not pay the final call amount. 500 plus 300, 800 shares on which we are not receiving the final call money. So 800 into 3 rupees, 2,400 is not collected. It is called as a calls in arrears. That means we can be collecting 57,600 only. These shares are forfeited by the or company. These shares are forfeited by the X company. So how many shares are forfeited? 800 shares. That means share capital account, simply capital account we can be debited 800 into 10 rupees. That means 8,000 rupees. So minus calls in arrears, how much so far they are not paid arrears on allotment whatever the 1500, on first call 1500, on final call 2,400. Totally 5,400 are not collected. So calls in arrears is, total calls in arrears is 5,400. So remaining balance is whatever the 2,600. This 2,600 transfer to share forfeited account. Share forfeited account. Okay, forfeited account. Okay. Again these shares are reissued to the another person at 9 rupees per share. Reissued of these shares at 9 rupees per share. That means 1 rupee is the discount. That 1 rupee we may be whatever the meet from the share forfeited account only, whatever the discount we can be issued. So this discount we can be meet with from the share forfeited account. So when we can be reissued, bank account, how much? 800 shares into 9 rupees are collected. So how much we can be collected? 800 shares on 9 rupees. So 7,200. And share forfeited account, 900 shares into 1 rupee, that equals to 800. This total amount transferred to 8,000 transferred to share capital account. Share capital account. So in this problem we can be discussing about, first we can be write the journal entries for application money, allotment money, first call money, final call money received for this purpose. And the shares are forfeited at the time of the forfeited, how to we can be write the entry. And reissue of the forfeited shares, again we can be write this entry. And next, after forfeited shares are reissued, the forfeited account whatever the balance is there, that balance we can be transferred to capital reserve account. Reissued purpose they can be using only 800. So that means 800 are deducted. Remaining 1800 rupees we can be transferred to capital reserve account, capital reserve account. Okay, comes to the problem. First, application money, a bank account debtor 40,000. How much application money received? 40,000 rupees. To equity share application account 40,000. Okay. Next entry, equity share application account debtor 40,000 to equity share capital account, capital account 40,000. Okay. So application first installment is completed. Next comes to the allotment. Second, next equity share allotment account debtor. How much to be receivable? 60,000 rupees. Out of 60,000 rupees to share capital, equity share capital account, capital amount 40,000 and share premium account 20,000. Okay. How much of the amount is collected? 58,500 rupees is collected. So bank account debtor 58,500, calls in arrears account debtor. How much? 1,500 to equity share allotment account, how much? 60,000. Okay. Next comes to the first call, equity share first call account debtor to equity share capital account. Okay. How much amount to be collected? Again 60,003 rupees. Okay, on 20,000 shares, 60,000 rupees, of which how much it is collected? Bank account debtor calls in arrears account debtor to equity share first call account. How much we can be collected from the first call? 58,500 rupees only. 58,500 rupees. Calls in arrears how much? 1,500. Total amount 60,000. And comes to the final call. Equity share final call account debtor, final call account debtor to equity share capital account. How much? 60,000. Okay. And comes to the money actually received. At the time we can be write the entry as we know bank account debtor calls in arrears account debtor to equity share final call account. Okay. So actual ka bank how much we can be collected? 57,600 rupees we are collected. Calls in arrears how much? 2,400. 2,400. Total is 60,000. Okay. So all the calls are made, we can be write the entry. After given the proper notice by the directors, they can be forfeited the shares. Comes to the forfeited. 800 shares are forfeited. 800 shares at the rate of 10 rupees each share. 8,000 rupees we can be debited to the share capital, equity share capital account. And credited to the calls in arrears account. Calls in arrears how much? 5,400. How do we can be get the 5,400? Allotment మీద 1,500, first call మీద 1,500, 3,000 and final call మీద 2,400. Totally 5,400. The remaining balance we can be transferred to share forfeited account. Okay, forfeiture of shares. Okay, entry we can be write. Equity share capital account debtor 9,000. Equity share capital account debtor 9,000 to calls in arrears account. Calls in arrears account how much? 5,400. To balance is transferred to share forfeited account. How much? 2,600. Being unpaid shares are forfeited. Being the dues who are not paid, those shares are forfeited. Okay. And forfeited చేసేసిన తర్వాత అయిపోయిందా? కాదు. Reissue of the forfeited shares. ఎంతకు ఫర్ఫిటెడ్ షేర్స్ రీఇష్యూ ఎంతకు చేసామో 10 రూపీస్ 10 రూపీస్ చేస్తే ఏ ప్రాబ్లం లేదు. బ్యాంక్ అకౌంట్ డిటార్ టు షేర్ క్యాపిటల్ అకౌంట్ అని రాసేస్తాం. కానీ ఇక్కడ ఏంటి, మనము ఫర్ఫిటెడ్ షేర్స్ని రీఇష్యూడ్ చేసేటప్పుడు డిస్కౌంట్కి ఇష్యూ చేస్తాం. అంటే దట్ మీన్ 800 shares are issued at 9 rupees per share. That means we can be collected 7,200 only. And we can be given the discount of 1 rupee. That discount we must be meet from the share forfeited account only. Because of that credit we can be using here. That means we can be simply debited here. Okay. For reissue of the forfeited shares, bank account debtor, how much is collected? 800 into 9 rupees, 7,200 rupees only collected. And share forfeited account debtor, how much? 800 into 1 rupee, 800. Okay. To equity share capital account 8,000. Being forfeited shares are reissued at discount. Narration em raskuntam? Being forfeited shares are reissued at 1 rupee discount. ఓకే, రీఇష్యూ చేస్తాం. ఇప్పుడు ఇంకొక ఎంట్రీ ఉంది. ఏంటి ఎంట్రీ అంటే, ఫర్ఫిటెడ్ అకౌంట్లో యాక్చువల్ బ్యాలెన్స్ 2,600, అవుట్ ఆఫ్ విచ్ వీ కెన్ బీ గివెన్ యాజ్ ఏ డిస్కౌంట్ 800 rupees ఫర్ ఎట్ ద టైమ్ ఆఫ్ రీఇష్యూ. సో రిమైనింగ్ బ్యాలెన్స్ ఎంత ఉంది? 1,800 rupees ఉంది. ఈ 1,800 rupees we may not be continued the same account. Instead of that we can be transferred to capital reserve account. అన్ని రీఇష్యూ చేస్తాం కాబట్టి అన్నిటినీ కూడా ఎంత అయితే బ్యాలెన్స్ ఉందో దాన్ని ఇచ్చేస్తాం. ప్రపోర్షనేట్గా మనం రీఇష్యూ చేస్తుంటే ప్రపోర్షనేట్గా మనము ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ చేయాలి. సో ఇక్కడ ఇంకొక ఎంట్రీ రాసుకుంటాం. సో లాస్ట్ ఎంట్రీ ఈజ్ షేర్ ఫర్ఫీటెడ్ అకౌంట్ debtor. How much? 1800 to capital reserve account. Capital reserve account. How much? 1800. Narration ఏంటి రాసుకుంటాం? Being after reissue of the forfeited shares, the share forfeited account balance transferred to capital reserve account. సింపుల్గా చెప్పాలంటే బీయింగ్ forfeited share account balance transferred to capital reserve account. Okay, this is the problems we can be solved here. Okay, in the next class we can be discussing the other problems. Thank you.